My buddy Sam Hunt played it a couple years ago, and he told me, it was like, dude, like, trust me, this is something that you need to do. And so it's been on my radar.
Breland, who is behind a number of hit songs, including this viral sensation,
Don't touch my truck.
was named one of the performers for this year's Boots and Hearts Festival, which has a stacked lineup aside from Breland, including Keith Urban, Tim McGraw, and Lauren Elena. This will be the first time he's performing at the legendary festival, and leading up to that moment, he's working on his sophomore album. An artist works their entire life for their debut album. So how are we feeling being in the studio now that you have the debut album and like time's a little bit different?
You want to continue to evolve and grow and push the boundaries of what it is that you do and how people interpret it. So I'm more motivated now to try to beat some of the music that we've had, which is kind of pushing me to be more intentional about coming up with concepts and things beforehand, whereas I might have been more go with the flow when I got into the studio.
His full name is Daniel Breland, and while other artists in the history of music have went by their last or even just their first name because some felt it was just easier, for Breland to go solely by his last name was an intentional and thoughtful process.
I just felt like with my family having gotten that name passed down through slavery, there's generations of trauma since kind of coming, being brought to America and taking on that name. And I just felt like for me to be able to do what it is that I'm doing right now at the level that I'm doing it and with this audience, that I could kind of change the narrative of how people understand that name, both people who are looking at what I'm doing, but also within my own family. This is a turning point of like, hey, we have reached a point in history where I can make money to travel around and pursue a dream.
Breland will be performing at the Boots and Hearts Festival on Saturday, August 12th. Tickets are on sale now. For City News, I'm Lindsay Dunn.